Gen Z will never know the feeling of sliding the VHS tape out of the box, pushing it into the VCR, and then having the FBI raid your house because your dad did a bunch of Enron stuff. Kids these days will never know the hardships of each week having to overcook a fresh, hard-boiled egg yolk for the computer mouse. My political ideology depends on who I am trolling. Millennials. Gen Z. Kids born between 1998 and 2002. Gen Z grew up with smartphones and tablets. What we actually grew up with. I didn't grow up with Fortnite. I grew up with this. Boomers. Weak men create hard times. Millennials and Zoomers. You are the weak men who created hard times. Very few people know this, but the little pocket on your jeans is for your paycheck after taxes. Misunderstanding Fight Club. Misunderstanding Scott Pilgrim. Teenage boy discovering movies. Society if old people did not run our country. When you provide accurate evidence to back up your argument, and they reply with "and Marine." What is that button on your armor? A no-fap button, sir. And what is that you have got written on your helmet? Born to goon, sir. Born to goon and no-fap. Is that some kind of sick joke? I think I was trying to suggest something about the duality of man, sir. I'm gonna be one of those old people that are actually cool. Me at 30. What you think Zelda was 20 years ago. What Zelda was 20 years ago. Most boomers and Gen Xers. If someone can't buy a house and have kids, they're lazy. Depression. Abortion ban. Jobs that are either exploiting you or overworking you or both. Shitty, expensive, and unaffordable housing. Childcare, healthcare, education, and public transportation. Growing rich and poor divide and wage stagnation. No hope for the uncertain future that has been ruined by boomers and Gen Xers. Friends and family. The world has gone to hell. Me. The world as 100 people over the last 2 centuries. You were always right, Mom. Mobile phones, internet, social media really destroyed my life. Gen Beta coming soon. College graduates waiting for jobs. Billionaires. Yes, you all are wrong. Boomer took me to lunch in an expensive place. Panic. He insisted on paying. Calm. I haven't pooped for 2 days. Panic. Me laughing at jokes about older generations being called old. Me only being 23 getting called unk by teenagers. People who use this emoji. People who use ha ha ha. People who send audio of them laughing. We will make a better world for our children. We will make a better world for our children. Fuck you, entitled brats. On the train last night, I could not help but notice a Gen Z girl had this folder open on her phone. Old people apps. POV. You're a millennial watching the younger generations reacting to Slim Shady. This is what happens when Slim Shady finds out that the Gen Zs start talking about Gen Xs. War is when your government tells you who the enemy is. Revolution is when you figure it out for yourself. Until we meet again. Woman went on 6 dates a week to save on food. I didn't buy groceries for 2 years. What a life, huh? Homie, you are only in your early 20s. For Halloween, our principal shaved his head and dressed like Gru. All the teachers were minions. Did you know? Texas is so large you can fit the United States, the moon, and another Texas inside it. Gen Z born after 2009. Daniel. Gen Z born from 1997 to 2008. The cooler Daniel. Gen Z couples. I have 2 moods. I cannot wait to be an independent and financially stable adult. I want to be a little kid again. American High School Parking Lot Starter Pack. 629,388 miles. Bought with daddy's money. What mom bought for her son as a birthday gift. Rich kids. Gets bullied for driving a grandma car. Scotty Kilmer worshipper. Ooh, look at my Mustang. V6. Poor kids. Most regular person. Fake car guy. Actual car guy. Me. I graduated college with no debt and a great degree. Rich parents' money. First song you play on these? Whatever song those jellyfish were playing at SpongeBob's crib. Going to Walmart when it was open 24 hours felt like this episode. When you say okay boomer to a 50-year-old. When an 8-year-old says okay boomer to you. 2. Put the baby in the oven. 18-year-olds love to call people in their mid-20s old, like we're not gonna be in the same retirement home together. I'll see you at Bingo Big Dog. Me after my landlord says my rent will increase next renewal. Every single other bill has also gone up. Please say, psych, Biden. If you make over $400K a year, your taxes will be higher. Guys from my high school that make $35K a year. Kids. Adults enjoying their freedom. Adults. Kids enjoying their minimal responsibilities. People born in the 90s, 30s. Here it comes. Little cousin. Hey, there's a fox. Other little cousin. Yeah, I wonder what it says. Me who was around in 2013. Point of view. Mom yelling at you because you didn't want to do a whole-ass fashion show in the Walmart changing booth. Gen Z as lawyers? Your Honor, that's cap. Make it make sense. It is the objection for me. That is a lie, but go off. Your Honor. My client is an Aries. Okay, but did I ask? I got all the receipts. Your Honor. And that's on false allegations. Passing legislation that meaningfully protects citizens' online privacy. Banning the app that does the same thing American apps do because you can't manipulate it. The year you were born versus how old you are now. 2006. 18. 2005. 19. 2004. 20. 2003. Pushing 30. 2002. Pushing 30. 2001. Pushing 30. 2000. Pushing 30. 2024. 2006 kids. 2007 kids. 2006 kids. 2007 kids. Turning 18. 2007 kids. Gen Z bullying and harassing Gen Alpha kids for being cringe online. They do not know better. The irresponsible parents that gave their kids unrestricted internet access and an iPad at 5 years old. Cops waiting in their car for the shooter to kill themselves so they can go in. Generation Z is already killing Facebook, and 6 more industries could be next. Can we remove supply constraints? Best I can do is subsidize demand. When you're stuck in a small town and Oakledge isn't an option, so your only way to leave is to join the military. Random 18-year-old from bumfuck nowhere who has no real opportunities in life or any real way to leave his hometown and wants a future beyond minimum wage and manual labor jobs. Man, I'd kill to get out of here. Recruiter, you will. Average 30-year-old millennial. Average 10-year-old Zoomer. Gen Zers making fun of broccoli cut boys when we all looked like this. Kids these days have iPads with Netflix. But when I was younger, this is what we had. 99% of people. When do I get to be debt-free and enjoy life without working 40+ HRs a week in a soul-crushing hellscape? Capitalism. That's the neat part, you don't. When you provide accurate evidence to back up your argument, and they reply with, and. Life during high school. Life after high school graduation. What's the most boomer complaint you have? I want a physical fucking menu at a restaurant. None of this QR code bullshit. Me in my room, thinking about how to get money without working. Hates politics. Joins notoriously political social media platform. Joins community of one of the most politically minded generations in recent history. Look inside. Politics. Listening to someone talk about social issues, and it's just class warfare with extra steps. Anti-stick pans will be the lead paint of millennials and Gen Z. Change my mind. My entire high school class graduating college. Me, wondering where I went wrong. My mom at midnight. My DS under my pillow. Bluey. Bluey for millennials. Bluey for bootlickers. Bluey for fascists. Bluey for Gen Z. Conservative Gen Zers millennials on their way to make sure that everyone knows how different they are from the rest of their generation. This was Gen Z's Skibidi Toilet. Gotcha life. Average 30-year-old millennial. Average 19-year-old Zoomer. Everyone blaming Gen Alpha for the Skibidi Toilet meme. Younger Gen Z. Conservative Gen Zers or millennials on their way to make sure that everyone knows how different they are from the rest of their generation. Gen Z, Gen Z, Gen Z. When a millennial pretending to be a Zoomer calls their dog a doggo, what is the hardest thing about growing up? Watching your parents get old. Adulthood. 1948 kids. 1949 kids. 1948 kids. 1949 kids. 1949 kids. Me being confident enough to go meet and talk to women. Me realizing there is nowhere to go to meet and talk to women. How my parents describe their teenage years. My teenage years. Live at home forever. Pay thousands in rent and never buy a home. Turning 18. Millennials be like, why is being alive so expensive? I am not even having a good time. A bad boss with a good job is better than a job with a good boss. Because down the line, opportunities do not happen, but you create them. Boomer humor. I hate my wife. Millennial humor. I hate my life. Gen Z humor. Y'all ever find a corner and just, on random server? Hey Anon, how old are you? I am 23. Everyone laughs. Christ, Grandpa, is not it bedtime for you? Who let the old man in? Dude, You do know we are all like 13 to 16 here, right? Guys, I was joking. I am 16. Ha 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 ha, that is what I thought. Wow, I was actually about to kick you from the server, Anon. After this and a couple of other experiences, I think I might give up on online gaming altogether. Seems like everything is now filled with fucking Zoomers. I am scared, honestly. I do not know. Maybe I am legit outgrowing this shit. Average 2016 fan, average 2015 enjoyer. Microsoft. EA. Shutting down game studios that made great games for no good reason. When you get some me time after solving heinous crimes with your elite squad all day. Society if Netflix would stop fucking canceling good shows. Voting for a wealthy, racist, warmongering sex offender. Voting for a wealthy, racist, warmongering sex offender. No! Boomers have ruined this world and we have no future. Bet I will live long enough to enjoy wonders of AGI and commercial space travel. Bet. What we thought adult life would be like. What it's actually like. Boomers. Gen Z. Gen X and Millennials. Me entering the 18 to 24 age bracket. Gen Z in 2019. Okay, Boomer. Gen Z in 2024. Gen Alpha is doomed. 99% of people. When do I get to be debt-free and enjoy life without working 40 plus HRs a week in a soul-crushing hellscape? Capitalism. That's the neat part. You don't. Younger Gen Z. Gen Alpha is doomed. What 2006 to 2009 babies were doing in 2013. Gen Z. Gen Alpha. Millennials. Communism. Gen Z. Ugh, these boomers are so annoying they just think they're better than us. We would never be stupid like that. Gen Z when they see a Gen Alpha kid. Internet. You live in the best time in human history, be excited. How 90% of young guys live. Me after getting kicked off my parents' insurance this year, talking to my friends who are still 25. Everything you know is about to change. Gen Z. I am tired of every generation hating on the one that comes after it. We are going to break the cycle. Gen Z, when Gen Alpha exists. I get it now. When you finally make it to middle class. And inflation gets so high, it makes you lower class again. I do not care how hard life gets, I am not putting my feelings on Snapchat with a black screen. I love Riz because Gen Z came up with the most 1920s hard-boiled detective-sounding slang possible for some reason. I hate when older people say, "You are too young to be tired." All right, Margaret, you are too old to be alive, but here we are. Who knows what this is? A teachable moment for an overly curious child in a car alone. I did not grow up with Fortnite. I grew up with this.